Hello, collective. Welcome into your reading. I just got a new baby today, this caladium. She's so beautiful. I do not have a name yet, so I'm taking suggestions if you have any for her. She's going to sit here with us today. And interesting because I felt after I sat down here and brought that over here, I thought how fitting because the words, I just saw 33 on the timer. Threes have been definitely prominent today for me, so maybe they are for you too. What I was getting is the becoming. And I was given this feeling of it's the space between 9 and 10. So something's ending and something's coming, something's coming forward. You're going somewhere else, whether it be in a relationship, in a job, whatever that looks like for you, but it's not fully here yet. And so I was asking, okay, what does this mean? And what I got was Luna, Goddess Luna. And this talks about embodying the moon. Also about the Divas Triformis. I'm not sure if that's coming out here yet or not. So I asked, what is embodying the moon? What does that mean? What do you want us to know about that? And what I got was the Page of Swords and Page of Pentacles, the Eight of Cups. So this feels like a new way of thinking, a new way, a new belief that you've come to realize. In this ending, you've been in two very big spaces of learning. Both of these are kind of a library setting. So maybe you've been studying something. And in the studying, there's been possibly aha moments or something coming to light for you. And you're learning a new value, maybe how you value yourself. All of this learning together is what's pushing you forward. And I thought this was very interesting that even though there's a lot of light here, it almost looks like it's dark outside. This is a very dark energy, like when you would see the moon. And all of this is leading you to the Judgment card. And to me, this felt like a higher level of consciousness. Of consciousness and of heart. I'm really seeing this as a heart right now. The higher heart, higher love. And then bottom of the deck was the King of Wands. And this felt like not only that drive, but a lot of love and passion here. Okay. And then the other that was super interesting is the other two cards that came out in that original deck were Christ Consciousness and Medusa. And I thought, wow, what an interesting combination. This was given vibes of the underworld, like with the Divas Triformis. And this feels very much in alignment with this Judgment card. Judging things better for yourself because you've learned something through this time of endings. We're halfway through the year now. So maybe there have been a lot of small endings along the way. I know that's true for me, so maybe that is for you as well. So let's get into this. Oh, with Goddess Luna, I got the phrase, "Are you listening?" And so when you think about this space between 9 and 10, it might feel dark. It might feel empty. Like you're just not sure what you're going to do yet. You just know you're going to do something different, right? Are you listening? So in that space, when you're unsure, are you listening? If you've been asking for guidance, are you truly listening for it? So I'm picking up on meditation or dream state. What just flipped over? The king and the shadow. And here we have the King of Wands. This looks very much like this king with these colors. And the shadow. Okay, I put those back in. I'm going to pull here. What do you want to tell us? Goddess Luna, are you listening? What do you want to tell the collective? The fault line. Stepping over. So this is kind of like a threshold, right? Between 9 and 10. Because 10 is the full completion as you go into something new. The other thing that came up for me is today's date is 7/10/25, which is 7. So 717. I went to write it over here to remind myself of the numbers. And I wrote 712. It was just 7:12 on the timer. Oh my goodness. Okay. And 7:21. So there's something, wow, I just got chills, guys. There's something significant there. Well, we'll dig into that. Let's just ask. 712. Wow. Goddess Luna, are you listening? 712 being an answer. Perhaps angel number 712. You can look that up. Let's you make a note of that so I can look it up. If I can remember, I'm going to remember to put that in the description. Okay, are you listening? All of a sudden, the Christmas song, sleigh bells ring, are you listening? So perhaps Christmas time is important. Christmas. Okay, what do we have here? The unseen. Okay, so that's definitely moon energy. Something's hidden. Don't know yet. That shadow, something in the shadow, perhaps coming to light. A dead end. That's that ending. That's 9. That 9 energy. And we have Gnosis. Bottom of the deck is the Creator. I love this. This feels... When I just looked down, I saw that embodying the moon again and the Creator. So a lot of times in the darkness, things are created, and look at the color that's coming out from that. Bringing color to the darkness. And the bridge, again, this very dark and very colorful, which is very in alignment with Gnosis. That's the one I feel like we need more information on here. of how it goes along with this reading. Okay. What do we have here? You see? Okay. True knowledge is not found in facts and figures in scholarly books on library shelves. Oh my goodness. What did I just say? The library. So what you're learning hasn't been from the books. Okay. Rather, gnosis points to a deep and timeless archetypal wisdom that rises from the felt experience of... Wow. Okay. Having touched the unknown with every one of the senses. The unknown, the unseen, with all senses. So this is really getting in tune with your intuition and what you're feeling, sensations in your body. Those who are drawn to gnosis find themselves in esoteric studies like involving mysticism, alchemy, healing, or perhaps science. Knowing is their calling. Not knowing is their job description. Oh, I love that. No matter how far the alchemists take their studies, they come to the ultimate conclusion that facts slip towards mystery, and soon the mystery results in the facts. This card signifies a knowing that is life-changing. That's that something's coming. You're switching into something. Once you experience it, you are forever changed and become a guardian of gnosis. The eternal mystery is calling you. Study your passion in the deepest way available to you. And so I feel like that is the answer of embodying the moon. You don't know, you can't see it. It's dark. You just feel something. Like you feel this new start is coming. Okay? Those who say they know, don't. And those who say they don't know, know. So that's really tapping into that energy of, there's times where you think you've learned all you can about a subject matter, and then all of a sudden something's blown wide open and you realize, oh my gosh, there's so much more about this that I don't know. This card relates to the riddle and the shapeshifter. All concern themselves with revealing mystic truths. So embodying the moon, revealing these mystical truths. Okay, this is really interesting. And the longer I sat here, nothing else was coming. I just saw 1313 on the timer. Nothing else was coming up that I had written down here. The number 23 and 7, it was just 1323 when I looked up. That's twice now. Wow. Okay. This is curiouser and curiouser. Wow. So the longer I sat here, nothing else was coming. It's kind of like you're supposed to sit in this energy and allow it to be revealed together. Okay. Whatever it is, it's definitely moving us forward to, it feels like higher level of understanding for ourselves, for our path. There's something in this interim that is going to be revealed when we listen. And it kind of feels like we have to listen to our heart. We have to listen to our intuition. Okay, what do you want to tell the collective here? This is just so interesting. What do you want to tell the collective here? This is the day of the full moon. In fact, we're coming up very shortly, I think within an hour, of the highest energy of the full moon. It's still daylight here, however, it's still a strong energy. 77. We had 717 out here. We have the 7 of Swords and the 7 of Pentacles. Definitely feeling that Wheel of Fortune vibes. Something shifting, something turning. And whatever there's been, that goes back to that new belief. Whatever has been kind of had you trapped in your mind, or felt like had a power over your mind, or you are starting to see the fruits of your labor. You are starting to see your growth. These are long-lasting changes. And look, this is reminding me of the full moon back here. If the moon were very, very close. Five of Pentacles is on the bottom. It's kind of like that after a loss of something, and you just kind of sit there like, okay, so that's done. Now what? But yet internally, you know something's coming. What else do you want to tell the collective here about what's coming? On the precipice is what it feels like. King of Pentacles. So we just had the 5 of Pentacles on the bottom. From 5 of Pentacles to the King of Pentacles. This is definitely that leveling up and knowing what you value. Maybe something in your values have shifted. And you know, with values, it's not there's a right or wrong. But sometimes we do have time periods of our life that, let's say, for the next 3 months, work, like letting everybody know, like I'm really going to be pouring into work for the next 3 months, just so you know, so that after that, my plan is that the next 3 months, I'm really going to focus on family. It's not that you don't focus on the family while you're focused on career. It's just allowing them to understand ahead of time that I'm probably not going to be around as much to do, you know, all the extracurricular things, because this is where I'm putting my focus now. And it feels like maybe something has shifted there for you, and that it's just time to focus elsewhere. What's the challenge here? The challenge is the Queen of Wands. Because we have the King of Pentacles and the Queen of Wands, and he's kind of sitting here looking at her. She looks like she feels very confident. So maybe a lack of confidence at this time. Perhaps this foundation, I'm picking up on stability. Perhaps you're questioning the stability of your own power, of your own strength, of your own drive. In this interim period, you're just not sure. You're not sure where you're going yet, so it's hard to feel confident in that. And I get that. I mean, that makes a lot of sense to me because we're so used to having a path before us. And this is more of in the dark, and we got to figure our way out, got to feel our way. So what's going to help the collective here as they're feeling their way? 2022 on the timer. What's going to help the collective? Knowing your value. Queen of Pentacles. So this is a time period in this interim, taking all of these lessons that you have learned through life experience and living them, and really tapping into, I mean, we have Seven of Pentacles, King of Pentacles, and the Queen of Pentacles out here. There's been a lot of growth, and you've learned about how to stabilize yourself, stabilize your mind, stabilizing your beliefs. So in this in-between time where you're not sure where you're going yet, it's very important to just remember, look back, and feel into those moments of confidence you've had in the past, of feeling stable. You've made it through, right? You just don't know where you're going yet. And all that's coming. So this pause is to just keep putting into yourself and reminding yourself what you value most. And that's where you got to feel it. It's tangible. These pentacles, it's something you can touch. And this wands isn't necessarily something you can touch. So grounding is very important during this interim time as you're allowing on that information to flow towards you. That's going to create that drive and that glow and that force and that will. Being grounded in the moment. And this is whenever you're watching this reading. It is 22:55 was on the timer. It is the day of the full moon. And perhaps even in this time, it's even more so important to ground. And it's full moon in Capricorn, which is this drive, right? That strong goal-oriented focus. So getting grounded prior to that. Maybe, well, and I went plant shopping today, which was a big surprise. Just a friend said, hey, I'm in the area. Do you want to go? And I wasn't prepared for that at all, but 15, 20 minutes, I was ready to go. She pulled up and we left. So that energy of going with the flow, knowing what you value, taking time to be in nature, get grounded. I was so drawn to this because of its color with the red and the green. And here we have this very reddish orange color. So something about grounding in this sacral and solar plexus energy. The root chakra, red. So staying grounded. What else is going to help the collective here? The Chariot. Getting grounded in your body. So this is literally goes along with what I said about the the meditation. I'm kind of getting that energy of pumping yourself up. Like affirmations. I am healthy. I am worthy. I am whatever is believable for you. Affirmations don't tend to work if you don't really believe it. So get as close as you can. I am becoming. Yes, the whole message, the becoming, this interim time period. There are some affirmations. I am becoming wealthy. You know, if you are not in a space that you feel, you could say, I am wealthy. If you don't feel that, I am becoming wealthy. I am becoming healthy. I am becoming the CEO. Whatever your dream is, I am becoming the best wife possible. Before there's even a speculation of someone to be married to, you are becoming the best person you can. I'm becoming more attentive to the food I intake. You can become anything you want to be. And I feel like that's what they're driving at, is this, it's up to you, right? It's up to you. What else? Oh. Okay, from the Cosmic Record Oracle. The becoming of you. The creator. You're the creator, right? The bridge. What else was under there? The empty room. Yes. This energy of between 9 and 10. You're building a bridge, like out of this room into what you want to be. That's that fault line. You're building a bridge over the fault line so you can cross over. And it's going to take being okay with being in an empty room and feeling like you don't have to fill it with anything. It's kind of like I look at my plants and I just ask them, so what is your name? I let them tell me. And it's kind of like that in this empty room. What would you like to be filled with? You tell me. And this empty room is feeling like that space in here, right? In the heart. The heart of the matter, I just heard. The heart of the matter. Ooh, the matter. I mean, we are created of matter. And you have to fill into it. This is feeling like a very cellular, like every cell of your body is shifting and changing. And now that you've crossed over into this empty room, what are you going to fill it with? What are you going to fill your vessel with? What are you going to put in there to make it want to drive better? Are you going to put premium gas? An oil change more frequently? It's something like that. Like what keeps What is it that really drives you? What fills you up? What makes you happy? What do you find value in? Giving that to yourself. And that fuels you to go forward. Reach up. The universe is calling you to stop trying to handle everything alone, right? Quit trying to handle it all alone. The universe wants to help, so allow them to help. Now is the time to accept support. Open your heart to others, for the force of destiny reaches you through the hands of those around you. So other people in your life may be asking you, well, just like today, my friend. She's like, I'm right by your house. Do you want to go? Sure. Maybe I didn't even realize how much I needed the grounding from going to a nursery and being around all the plants. And yet, it was beautiful. What else? Embrace what is. The recent disappointment may leave you feeling hopeless, but remember, this is just one closed door. You're being guided towards another door that will soon open, leading you to a path that's better suited for you. That's that between 9 and 10. Maybe you kind of feel like you're, the walls, where is that at here? Like the walls are closing in because that door hasn't opened yet. But it will. It is. It's coming. In the meantime, are you listening? Masculine. And we do have the King of Pentacles out here, which goes along with Medusa. Something's going to connect here. Challenges in life are inevitable, but the divine masculine, like the lion, shows resilience in adversity. The universe reminds you that true strength isn't shown in easy times, but when you choose to rise after the fall. Okay. So with Medusa, she turned men to stone. And I had a vision the other day as I have been working with inner masculine. We all have masculine and feminine both. And recognizing things that wounds, childhood wounds that were affecting this masculine energy of mine. And what I saw was, I was reminded of Medusa, and that all of these men that had been turned to stone, that the stone was made of salt. And all of a sudden, they started crumbling and cracking and falling away. Some as dust, some as small pieces of sand, some are chunks. And it was just breaking away to reveal this inner divine masculine. And so that would explain why the Queen of Wands is the challenge, is because this King of Pentacles has been like the rock. Maybe it's a relationship. They were your rock. They were you felt they were your stone, and now you're going out there and you're moving forward in this Queen of Wands energy, this fire, this passion, this go, where you've been in a time period that has been very steady. And now, as the masculine is breaking down the parts that are not supporting him anymore, and the feminine takes over, and leads. Your inner masculine may be having an issue with that. And that's where the inner masculine gets to level up and understand the true strength of a queen, of this divine feminine energy. It's been a very slow yet steady process. There's definitely something internal coming together. I want to get an angel number. I'm so curious about that 712. Okay. They're telling me one of these for that number 712. And then I saw 712 on the timer. Tell us about 712. What does this correlate to? You can look up the angel number, but I feel like there's something a little bit more. 712. The warrior spirit. And redirection on the bottom. This has come out several times here lately. That warrior spirit. You are being called to show your unyielding will, where every conflict in life becomes a proving ground for your resilience. That's that. It's, but when you choose to rise after the fall, getting back up on your feet, you must hold your ground no matter what external pressure. You already possess all the tools to fight this battle. Just trust in your abilities. So, this is the challenge, right? No matter the external pressure, maybe you've had a lot of pressure from a masculine in your life, a masculine energy, which could be man or woman. This could have to do with Saturn. Saturn and that push, wanting the stability of knowing where you're going before you go. And they're saying, that's just not the way it's going to be. The moon, feminine energy, that's the route we're taking right now. And no matter what, you get back up. 712, warrior spirit. Now I'm really excited to look up what that angel number is and see if that correlates. This it's one of those readings where I'm like, is this making sense? Let's get an angel number. All right, for the crew here, an angel number. What do we have? 678, and progress is on the bottom. You can screenshot that if you like. The cards that came out. Wow. Spiritual awakening, 777. Those sevens are powerful today. You're on the right path. You're spiritually evolving and aligning with your higher purpose. That's what I feel like, this Christ consciousness. And we had the judgment card out here in the beginning. Then we have trust. 232. Trust in yourself and the universe. Have faith in the divine plan and trust that everything is unfolding as it should. So in this time where it feels dark, you may feel like the walls are closing in. You don't see the open door yet. You don't know how you're going to do it, how you're going to get there. It's a matter of, I've gotten up every other time. Every other time I've had a challenge, I made it through and I got back up. I dusted myself off and here we go. It's having faith in that and faith that the universe is going to provide this information for you. That you're not going to have to sit here in the dark forever. This bridge is being built, and you're going to move on to creation. It just might not be in the timing that we would like it to be. Trust. I feel like there's something else. This feels heavy. Let's clear this energies just a little bit. It does feel heavy. Maybe someone feels really challenged in sitting in this empty room. I want some enlightenment. Okay. Life Purpose Oracle. As we're thinking about where we're going, when we're sitting here between 9 and 10 and wondering, where in the heck are we going next? What are we doing? What's the plan? What's going to help soothe the collective? Here's going to be some ideas for you. For the collective, what do you want them to know? Point of focus, this life purpose, where you're going. Bottom of the deck is options. Consider the career possibilities that are open to you. So this might look like, at the current place that you work at, what else could you do besides the job you're doing? Or what are some places that are near where you live that would be convenient? Get online, just start researching. Who's hiring right now? Just something 4224 on the timer. It's just looking at all your options. That's part of your resources right now. Look at all your options. And the one card said, your friends can help. Reach out to your friends. Say, hey, this is what's going on. I'm not really happy. Let me know if you hear about something. Spreading the word. Letting others know. This is really what I would like to go for. If you happen to meet someone, or if you're at a networking event, if you hear somebody or something that's interesting for me, pass it along. I'm open. Reach up. I was thinking open was out here. So Oracle cards, you're able to discern answers and guidance for yourself and others. If you don't have any cards, maybe that's something that would help you. I know it's really helped me with my intuition. So maybe that would be helpful for you. Maybe you're starting a channel online. Creative expression. Your soul longs to express itself creatively. That's the second time in 2 days. Something about artistic work, whether you paint or you're using markers or you're redecorating your house or, sprucing something up, getting new plants, whatever that is, something that it falls into the line of an artistic creation for you. That might be speaking, writing. It's definitely a time period where creation is ready to be created. And you are the creator. Right? You're the creator. So doing anything. I'm even seeing in my mind's eye like a dot-to-dot book. Anything that it feels creative to you. That could be cleaning out your refrigerator and completely reorganizing it. Whatever feels creative to you. and animals. You understand animals and communicate with them intuitively. Trust your inner guidance as the animals are a part of your life's work. So getting out there in nature. If you have pets, great. If you don't have pets, maybe research the spiritual meaning of what pet you would have if you could. Your favorite animal. What's the spiritual meaning behind that? And how can you embody that to help ground you right now? All right, collective, that is what I have for you. The energy still feels very dense. It feels thick. It feels like we're not going to see a lot. It's kind of like that in this becoming. This is a time period where we have to sit and we have to listen. So I would love to hear how you're working through all this, because it does feel like a dense energy in the unseen and the unknown. So I wish you all the best. I wish you the best. I hope this lightens for you. One more. I hope this lightens for you and that the illumination comes forward. I just heard 2 days. I feel like this time period, it's the heaviest part of the moon right now, literally within the next, 30, 40 minutes. So I feel like that's going to be dispersing. This is temporary. It is a short journey. So be grateful in that. And I would love to hear from you. If this resonated at all with you, hit the thumbs up button. And if you know anybody that would benefit from this, I would appreciate it if you share. And I'm sure they would too. So until next time, go out there and lead with love. Juka out.